Society supports you, plain small, in so many ways. I see this in memes, I see this in videos, and I'm sick of it. All my life, I read books, I listened to podcasts, hoping to be pushed to work harder more. I wanted to work harder. I felt this craving, but instead, the message I got was to make sure that I was relaxing enough, resting enough, maybe in my soft girl era. And I also heard the message not to work too hard because you're going to burn yourself out, and that work doesn't bring you the same happiness as relationships. And here's the truth, we've massively overcorrected from hustle culture. Hustle culture has been a problem for a long time, people working all the time, not taking breaks, not taking rest. Now we know that this isn't productive, this isn't helpful, this doesn't even necessarily move you farther along. But now what we've done is we've overcorrected and we're at the complete opposite end of the spectrum, where now you are praised for not really working, not doing anything, not jumping into anything, not really taking risks anymore. I see this all over memes, I see it all over TikTok, and this is so harmful. You are craving action, meaningful action. You know at some level that your life, you're playing it at the sidelines and you just want to have the chance to be in the game. You're like a little racehorse in a pen, waiting to bust out, waiting to really take a shot at your life, but instead you feel trapped. You feel like you're not quite ready to move. You're ready to stop living your life on the sidelines, to stop prepping and preparing. You're ready to start. And you know what gets you there? Action. Action is the only thing that will take you there. You cannot experience your magic, yourself, who you are without taking action, which is why this message of making sure that you're not working too hard and that you're being very careful and that all you want to do is be in a flower of lilies and do nothing all the time, this is really harmful. Stop confusing rest with avoidance. You might be done with resting. You might actually be craving living your life. Your life changes when you decide to move. I want to bring up a personal story here of something that I noticed in my own life because maybe this will help you connect the dots with your life. I work an office job 3 days a week. I'm gone from pretty much 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So a decently long day, 3 days a week. Now, I used to take these days, go home, eat dinner, rest up, and get ready for the next day because I thought that if I overexerted myself on those longer days, that I would have nothing left to give for the next day, that I would be exhausted, and that I would be drained. But what ended up happening is that on those days, it felt like my life was on hold. It felt like I wasn't moving anything forward, and I dreaded those days because I just felt stuck. Finally, I decided that after coming home, making my dinner, settling in, that I was going to work on what I loved. So sometimes I would be up till 11 or 12, really just getting maybe 5 or 6 hours of sleep on these nights because I was doing what I loved and I was committed to working towards it. And it turns out I wasn't exhausted from this. I was actually re-energized. I wasn't drained from this. I felt revitalized. I felt alive. I felt passionate. I felt excited again. What I thought would take me down on my longest days actually was the thing that kind of kept me going, that kept me excited, and that kept me high energy throughout the week. And I bring up this story because you get a lot of support from society telling you that you're very fragile, that you need to rest, and that you shouldn't overexert yourself. But in my example that I just gave, I found the complete opposite to be true. You are like me and you're just waiting for someone to tell you that it's okay to give up your rest and your downtime. I will be the one to say it. It has changed my life. And you know what? You don't sacrifice anything when you start to do this. I know it feels like you sacrifice your free time, that you sacrifice this time where you need rest, where you need relaxation, but what you need is to live your life, and you sacrifice nothing when you choose to do this. You might be sleeping too much, you might be resting too much, and honestly, you don't need it. So stop freaking out about your 8 hours of sleep or whatever you're doing. Start doing what you love. Do it on your longest days. Start putting energy into what you want to put energy into. I would bet that working towards something that you truly love is healthier than your 8 hours of sleep. Anyway, that's all from me today. I am wishing you the very best week, and I will talk to you very soon.